I swear I'm gonna buy a ring light soon so I can actually record when it's not daylight out, because you know I get home super late. But okay, so in light of recent events, I'm turning today's video, vlog, whatever, into a story time video because of what happened today to me at the gym. So I wasn't able to record my full workout at the gym because there was somebody in there who was so like butthurt basically that I was on the bench for too long, and so he complained to the manager, and the manager came over to me and she asked me to put my stuff away, which I happily obliged. Like, I wasn't upset about that. What I was not having was him blatantly disrespecting me up in the gym. That's where me and him had an issue. This is the story. So I go into the gym. I just warmed up a little bit on the elliptical machine. I really didn't know what I was gonna do when I got there. I just was like, I walked into the weight room, I saw the 2 benches open. I'm like, okay, good, I'm gonna bench today. And I went to the gym by my job. So I went to the gym at a time where like most people had already went back to work. I just like to go later because there's less people there, obviously, so it's usually easier to maneuver around the gym. And you guys know from the other video that I posted a couple vlogs ago, the Model Health Show live vlog, Darren and I, we had benched last Monday, and I got to 105 on the bench, and I did that for 3 reps. So I'm like, you know, kind of pumped up today. I'm like, okay, I can do this. Like, I'm gonna do 105 again. I'm gonna like go heavy. So that was my goal. So my goal today was to go heavy, right? So I'm like, I'm thinking I'm gonna do about 5 or 6 sets, like a powerlifting style workout. Gonna do heavyweight, low reps. You take longer reps when you do this because you have to restore your glycogen, because you're using up so much energy to expend. You're expending so much energy, you know, pushing this weight. So let that be understood. So I had my phone and I had my camera. My camera at the time was on the ground because I didn't want to record my warm-up set, because it was just like, you know, it was just the bar and I didn't want to be that long. So, you know, it's still my lunch break. So, you know, I just had the bar, did a little warm-up set, whatever. The minute I come up from my warm-up set, I'm sitting there, I'm on my phone now because I'm resting. I'm on my phone when I'm resting, whatever. I'm not just gonna stare at people in the gym. I'm resting, I'm on my phone trying to like get my Bluetooth to connect to my music, whatever, because they weren't connecting at first. So then this guy comes over to me and he's like, hey, are you using the bench? That was strike 1. I'm sitting on the bench. Don't ask me if I'm using the bench. And then I was like, yes. And he's like, then he proceeds to ask me more questions, which is like, in my mind, when I tell you that I'm using the equipment, you need to move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect it and move on, bruh. So whatever, I'm still being nice. I'm still being nice at this point. And his next question is like, oh, have you started yet? I was like, yes. Like, did you not? I literally had just come up from doing the set. I did like 12 or 15 reps of the bar. And so I'm like, ain't no way that you walked across this weight room and did not see me pressing the bar. Okay. I'm not stupid now. And he's like, oh, okay, I just wasn't sure because, you know, you're on your phone. I'm like, yeah. Oh, I actually had considered inviting him to do like working in with me, but he seemed like he was gonna be really annoying, 1, and then 2, I'm figuring like, okay, he's probably gonna do more weight than me, so why don't you just ask the guy who's pressing probably as much as weight that you're probably gonna press, because it's way easier to just transition the weights off of, you know, up and off. I'm not doing 45 plates, you know, 45-pound plates on each side. Like, that's usually what the guys do because you're stronger than me, especially when it comes to chest. So I just thought common sense. Ask the man who's right there, because by this time another man had been on the other bench. So, but he bypassed him and was asking me questions. Then he proceeds to ask me, after I answer his like 3rd question, he's like, oh, how many sets do you have? Now y'all be in the gym and somebody asks you how many sets you have. I don't know about y'all, but half the time, it depends on how they ask, but I embellish. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do like 5 or 6 sets. But I guess that wasn't really an embellishment because I literally had planned on doing 5 or 6 sets because I'm doing a powerlifting style of workout. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do 5 or 6 sets, you know. And that's when I was like, you can work in. Then I was like, you could. Yeah, that's all I said. I was just like, yeah. So then he walks away or whatever, and he goes to the incline bench. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, he's gonna do his little incline bench. And I was literally like, honestly, I was already annoyed because I knew what he was doing. Like, I knew you were asking me questions because I'm the only female up in here and I'm on the bench, and you think that I'm not about to do anything on the bench. Like, that's what you think. So don't even act like that wasn't your whole MO in the first place. Let's not play dumb here, okay? What I don't like is when people play dumb to my face or when they lie to my face. That is something that I don't like. That's the quickest way to get a whole different side of Jaleesa, okay? And I'm whatever, I'm still happy, I'm still joyful. Like I did my affirmations earlier in the day. Like the sun was shining, I'm excited. Like I have my pre-workout on my system, my BPI, B stands plus energy. No shame, promo code JaleesaSC for 20% off at bpisports.com. Happy because I put on 10 pounds on each side, and usually I start my bench off with 5 pounds on each side. So I'm like, you know, ooh, progress, excited. Did the 10 pounds, I'm like, oh my god, this is pressing up pretty easy. Like this is pretty good. And I still hadn't even recorded that set. So mind you, when I got finished with, when he walked away, whatever, I think I did my next set, and then after that, when I'm resting, I get on my Insta story and I start telling the story about like how this guy at the gym just came up to me, right? So, you know, he kept seeing me on my phone, so I guess he thought I wasn't like working out, but I'm like, bruh, I'm resting. Like I'm going to rest. I'm not gonna shorten my damn rest time so you can hurry up and get your little workout in. No, especially when you were so damn rude and condescending when you first came over to me. So we give respect and then we get it, okay? You don't just automatically get respect. Nah, bro. I do my next set, whatever. I do like 20s on each side, right? So I'm like, ooh, I do 10 on each side, and usually like I go increments of 5, but now I'm going up in increments of 10. So I'm like, ooh, you know, I'm moving weight. Like I was literally excited. So I get on my Insta story and I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. Going for my 3rd working set. So I set up my camera on the floor, like, and the minute I come up from the floor to set up my camera, he comes over to me.
If people like me trying to use the bench, it'd be a lot more considerate if you did your FaceTime and everything else at some other place.
Okay.
There's only 2 of these benches. I know. Yeah, you've been FaceTiming and playing with your phone and camera. It's not real. You're very considerate.
I am a very considerate person, usually.
Oh, yeah. I'm being facetious.
Some guys mad because I'm using the bench. Go figure. Because I'm a female using the bench. Now you mad. Bye. So I hope you could have heard, I hope you could hear, but the sound kind of went out a little bit. But he's like, oh, you know, it's really inconsiderate of you to be on your phone or whatever. When he said phone or FaceTime or something like that, you know, when people are waiting for the gym, there's only 2 benches in here. And I was like, okay. And I walked, like I just walked away. Like I literally said, okay, and I walked away. That's what you guys saw on the camera. Cause I'm like, no, now I'm being petty. Okay, now I'm gonna be petty. You know, you're still not gonna take me out of my whole element. All right, you're just asking for it. So then he keeps talking. He's asking for it. Like he was literally asking for it. Sir, I did not send for you, so do not come for me. Came for me, I did not send for him, so this is what he got. He got this side of Jaleesa. The one with the pineapple in the gym who cocks her head to the side and proceeds to tell you about yourself. And that's exactly what I did. I don't know, I feel like I had like pineapple power, and I'm just like super girl power right now anyway. So I was just like, no sir, we not about to do this here. So I cocked my head to the side, and it just automatically happened, y'all. I didn't plan it like that, but it just came out of me. I didn't yell. I just told him, I was like, sir, you came up to me when I first got down and that you asked me a very rude question. You didn't ask the man over there who was on the bench. You asked the only female in the weight room what I was doing, and I feel like you singled me out in front for everybody. Like I feel like I was singled out, and I was like, and I'm just not gonna take that. So, you know, I'll be rude and whatever. And so then basically, like after that, I think he called me rude or something like that again, and I'm just like, whatever. So he goes and he gets the manager, but while he's getting the manager, I do my set. So I did my next set and it went up very well, so I was really happy with that. And then when I went to go pick up my camera, that's where the video ends. When I went to go pick up my camera, the manager came over to me and she's like, hey, and before she could even talk, I was like, first of all, this man, because I already knew, you know, he had probably told her I'm being rude, I'm on my phone, whatever. I was like, first of all, ma'am, this man came over to me, the only female in the gym, and asked me about my bench. I was like, I feel like he singled me out. He subjected me because I was the only female on the bench. I'm like, ma'am, do you see this weight right here? I have, I'm resting in between my sets. There's nothing wrong with doing that. I was like, so I'm on my phone, but I'm resting in between my sets. What's the problem? And she saw where I was coming from. I could tell because as soon as I said that, and I honestly didn't know how she was gonna react, but I was just like, nah, y'all not about to all be coming at me like right now, like no. So I really didn't know how she was gonna react, but she understood me. She was like, okay, she's like, I understand, whatever. She's like, you know, you can rest. She's like, just don't take, you know, like 5-10 minutes. And I'm like, no, I was taking like 5-6 minutes because it was like heavy weight. I didn't have a spot. Like, I'm not gonna like drop the bar on my damn chest so you can get your workout in, sir, especially when you were rude and inconsiderate. So then he's like over there, like whatever, floating around, like trying to see what she's gonna say to me, and he sees that I'm not backing down with her either. So he's just like, oh, you know, it's just so rude and da-da-da-da. And I was like, yes, sir, I'm rude to you. I was like, but what? I was like, but ma'am, literally, I'm in the gym all the time there. I'm like, ask anyone here. I'm usually super nice and whatnot. I was like, but he was rude to me, so I'm rude to him. Like, because I'm not gonna let no damn man talk to me like that. And I was like, excuse my language. So then, at the same time, I'm not yelling, I'm not twirling my neck, like I'm just talking, like I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to her or whatever. And she felt me because she felt the passion in my voice. Like, I feel like she knew what I was talking about because it probably happened to her too. This happens all the damn time. Usually guys aren't that like aggressive in the gym to me, but they're just that annoying, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm just not having it. Like, I'm just done. I'm done. 2017 is the year of zero fucks. 2017, this year, everybody's getting caught out on their BS. Like, no sir, no sir. Don't act like you came over to me because I was on my phone. You came over to me because I'm the only female in the gym. So let's call a spade and let that be that, okay? So the sooner that you can admit that, the sooner we can get on with this little dispute, okay? So then at one point, he's like, and he keeps saying like, all you can say is that I'm rude and inconsiderate. Like, I was waiting for something besides rude and inconsiderate to come out of his mouth, but it didn't. So that was all good and well. But he was like, it's just so rude. She's like on FaceTime. And I was like, ma'am, this is not FaceTime. This is Instagram, sir. So like, I just had to make sure you knew. I'm a millennial, sir. This is what we do. In between sets, we're gonna be on our phone. It doesn't mean that we're not working out. It means that we're on our phone as we're resting. We can do two things at once. I can walk and chew gum. Yes, it's a phenomenon, I know. Then he finally relents and he's like, I'm just gonna use this bench over here from this guy because, you know, like, because she's just so inconsiderate. And I'm like, okay, like, I'm not done with my sets yet, so it's good that you're gonna use that, you know? And I'm just laughing with the lady. I'm just like, it's not that serious. I was like, ma'am, I'm totally fine. Like, I'm fine. My camera's away. I'm totally fine. I was like, but I'm not done with my sets and I'm going to finish them. I only came here to bench and that's what I'm going to do. AKA, my ass is not going anywhere. He gets super petty and he's like, yeah, because it's her bench. He's like, it's your bench. And I was like, yes, it is. I was like, and I looked at her and I was like, it's got my name on it. I was like, I wrote my name on the bench. I bought this bench, actually. This is my bench. So I'm just super, like, I'm already naturally sarcastic. So I'm just got super sarcastic with him. And then he's like, yeah, and it's your gym. I was like, yeah, this is my whole gym. This whole gym is mine. And I literally did that. I was like, this whole gym is mine. This is mine. And the woman's like laughing and she's just like, she just walks away. She doesn't know what to do, whatever. And it was just like, I was just like, man, I'm totally fine. Like, I'm not even mad. I'm not even upset. Like, you can see me. I'm laughing. Like, I'm happy. I'm still smiling. I'm not upset or anything. I was like, but he was just being rude. So, you know, what does he expect to get in return? That was basically how that story ended, I believe. And then he like finished his little sets. And I finished my sets and I finished my sets after him, I think, and that was it. But that's my gym story for the day. What y'all think about that? And how many females, like females out there, literally how many times do you feel subjected in the gym? Let's forget a normal life, okay? Like, let's just talk about in the gym alone, okay? Because that is what I really didn't appreciate. Like, irregardless, he's white, I'm black, we could go there. But we ain't even gonna go there in this conversation. It was just the male-female thing, and the way he was looking at me and the way he was talking to me was just like, I'm not having it, sir. You're about to get called out. And I'm actually happy that he kept talking to me, that he came back around and asked for more. Because, you know, sometimes like people say little slick things to you and you're like, you just say something, but you don't say anything, you just keep it moving like I did at first. And you know, sometimes you just, then I look back sometimes and I'm just like, oh, I should have said this, I should have did that, whatever. But I had the opportunity today because he came back around. So he got it. Major side eye to him from the first few interactions that we had in the gym, but then sir, you came back. You asked me 5 questions. You interrogated me in the gym. You completely bypassed the man who was sitting right there using equipment. You could have easily worked in with him because you were probably using really similar weight. I don't know. I literally have never seen this guy before in the gym. Like, I've never seen him before. And if I saw him again, I probably wouldn't even recognize who the hell he was. Like, I really don't even know. All I know is that he's this guy. He's got a belly. Like, and that's all I gotta say about that. I'm just not, at this point in my life, I'm almost 30. I'm about to be married. I am not about to let nobody walk all over me, especially a man. As a female, you don't sign my checks, you don't pay my bills, you're not my daddy. Get out of my face, okay? Typically, I respect my elders, I promise y'all. But today he just kept coming for me. That's my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit different than normal, yes, but you know, I'm nice until I'm not. Okay, so let me know what you guys think about down in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And guys, if you're like that in the gym, if you're aggressive like that, please take a chill pill, relax. I know your testosterone's flowing, you're all excited and whatnot to be in the gym, be working out, you feel like a man or whatever. Cool, good and well. But at least respect everybody else in the weight room. Especially respect the females who are in there getting their weightlifting on too, okay? All right, y'all.